Greetings, everybody. It's absolutely miserable looking outside my room, but, real light is still better than artificial light, I suppose. I might have to turn on a light in here. Alright, let's get started. Let's see. Cars like to joke. It was too poor for a car. But he actually had one. And not a junker either. It was a good auto. Fairly new. A 56. Terracotta. A 56 Terracotta. With a big, wide front. With a fearsome, long body. Looked almost like a cross between tank and a car. And car sometimes dreamed of driving during the last war through enemy lines to friendly territory. Just had to go through to the former Purple Empire. Sorry, that was another story. I have like a whole page of notes for the other story I was working on this morning. I work on 3 writing sessions. 1 in the morning, 1 now, and 1 in 30 minutes after this setting is done. Let's see. Enemy territory. Car's head in a garage on the way from his apartment building, and he checked to make sure nobody had broken in to steal it. Anybody could have driven off with it with suitable motivation. He had already seen more than a few civilian cars swiped by the military, and those soldiers looked odd, weird behind those wheels. Weird and pitiful, since it showed how dire shape the Libertyburg garrison was in. Oh, I missed the Y, the T. Darn it. Libertyburg. Car's car was fine. It was sitting right where he left it with half a tank of gas. Was more than enough to get him out of the city. He decided to go explore on foot, since he didn't know which streets were blocked or what kind of trouble being spotted in a car would bring. The terrorists had used multiple suicide bombings. He used more than a few car bombs to get this far and they had not. And it was likely that soldiers were going to shoot up any civilian car that drove towards them. Shoot first, ask questions later. Of course, the soldiers were always jumpy. The cars experience so many dumb tragedies. So many tragedies that he witnessed in the last war. because of dumb mistakes. Mistakes by guys on guard duty. There were so many widows out there. There who lost their husbands. Because some dumb green soldier was too on edge. Lit up the night or some vehicle. And there was Jade inside. Jade present. The guys left the car and proceeded on foot. Planned. He kept his pistol ready. He checked himself, reflection in some store window, making sure he didn't look even slightly Jade. There were a lot of Jade who were quite Eurasian in appearance, looking almost like white men. In fact, there were a lot of infiltrators in the last war who passed for white men, sometimes without even putting on a drop of makeup. It had been harder for the Japs, who were usually much tanner and distinctly Oriental in nature. All that inbreeding on their little island in the Pacific. As far as cars knew, there was never a white man on Japanese soil till that Zenin admiral came with his fleet and demanded Japan open up to the west, which cars suppose start up that whole bloody war in the Pacific. First part. Let's see, called. I was seeing Kraz. That might be a better name. Maybe I'll change that to Kraz. People say we're crazy. What do they know? Delicious blood. Let's see, cars. Cars saw many dead civilians and soldiers. And terrorists. He certainly wasn't going to call these gunmen, these Jade gunmen, soldiers, even if they were probably once in the Jade army, through the streets. Not as many as he had seen in the aftermath of many battles in the last war. Well, before and after he became a golem pilot. He had hoped to never see this kind of bloody carnage again. He had seen tragedies. People killed in fires, real bad car accidents. And one time, a bridge collapsed. It killed 20 people. people. Most of them being crushed in their cars. That was all different from war, though. More though. Even some gangland shooting where bodies pumped with bullets. That was still different too. Feeling as well. Those gangsters. Cars saw dead. You assume they got what they deserved. But so these dead women, children. These dead women and children. Come on. They didn't deserve their fates. They're dying on these cold sidewalks. I suppose if he was a soldier, he would have vowed revenge to avenge them. But his days of avenging the dead are likely over. Now he just wrote about him. Wrote about the dead instead. Left the avenging the other people. It sounded like Cars was getting close to some messy shootout. He didn't know. They were going towards one of the heaviest contested areas now that the president was rescued. All those troops the Jade sent there to that area to help in the capture of the president had formed a bottleneck. Special forces were smashing their way through many buildings to clear them out. It was still far from the end of the incident. Cars found the aftermath of some shootout between the Jade and the National Guard. The National Guard lost a lot more men. They had left. The Jade had still been defeated. The Jade were concentrated about the perimeter. Shot up gas station. And some of their dead inside as well. National Guardsmen dead were more numerous and liberally spread out. Cars was no psychic, but you could sometimes look at some body laying there and know the guy was dead. Now, checking for a pulse. Most of these guys, most dead, were oozing blood and had more than a few holes in them. If you think this is depressing to read, you should imagine what it's like to write this, folks. I should start writing Goosebump books instead. Let's see. Cars resisted the urge to grab a rifle off one of the dead. Imagine that would be a step too far. A step too far. A pistol was one thing. A rifle was another. Cars got to the dead Jade, laying by some gas pipes, some shot up pump, leaking gas. There's gas all over, and just one match could have sent the whole place up. erasing this gruesome crime scene from history. Carter's friend from war, Travers, had been killed in a gas explosion. And a gas station like this wasn't his fault. Some idiot had put out a lot of gas up some tanker and secured his gas tanker right. Driver messed up with his tanker. It was leaking gas and fumes all over. Maybe if Travers, even if Travers wasn't a smoker, some spark from anywhere would have caused that blast. Travers would have ended up dying miserably in that burn ward, regardless. It was covered in black all over. And that was all. And all that blackened tissue was all that was left of his skin. They should have killed Travers. Euthanized Travers at the scene. Why prolong his suffering like they did? Prolong. In 52, Actual War, Travers had been killed in a gas station like this. Unbelievable. Even those fancy skin grafts that someone came up, even that fancy artificial skin stuff went out Travers. He was the layers of meat under the skin were cooked too bad for the grafts to work. Shows you that even as technology marches, a lot of people still end up fuck and do that fuck. Cars found a survivor among the jade. He was breathing heavily, shot in the belly. That's his. Shot in the belly. He was a bit out of his head. He had been unconscious, left for dead by his comrades. By the guys who killed his men. The guy was pretty sure if the guy was found alive, they would have euthanized him. They're probably angry to have lost so many in this shootout. The guy was out of his head when he woke up, feverish and bloody. Feverish, lacking blood. low on blood. He didn't recognize Cars as a foreigner. It helped that Cars addressed him in Jade, the Jade language, which he was fluent in. The guy didn't need. He put on an accent too, just in case. Though he doubted this guy was coherent enough to worry about accents. ZN or Jade accents. He was some young Jade. Probably somebody who was recruited out of the Jade Army. Modern Jade Army. Right for this terrorist mission. Some young, foolish kid. There was a reason so many terrorists these days, or young kids like that. Kids were gullible. Gullible. Guys remembered how gullible he was at this age himself. Now this guy was lucky enough to live to learn from his mistakes. This Jade kid, probably not so much. Okay, folks, and now on that note, on that bright, cheerful note, Auf Wiedersehen, sayonara.